Hey, everybody. You got your coffee? Are you ready to go? Let's do this. This is going to be a fun show because, oh, man, I just can't win for losing. I'm telling you right now. Let's say hi to a few people. Lisa, you made it first. Swamp Glen, hey, how you doing? Let's see. That's why I will never cross list. I forgot to take down an item I sold, had to buy one up. I've had to do that twice. Got lucky. What would scare me? Would scare me if I sold them later. Or no joke, right? Well, I don't cross list yet. Everybody's saying hi to Jeremy. Jeremy, how you doing, buddy? I'm the right people, man. I'm not going to cross list until someone figures out how to auto delist. That's my sticking point. I think list perfectly is there, but it matters on which level you get. Don't quote me on that. Sue, I'm gonna educate all of us. Hi, April. How are you doing? Yes, we missed you last week, but that's okay. There's always the replay. Hi, Michelle. Whoop, there you are. How you doing, girlfriend? Anna, how are you? I'm doing okay. I've been better. Shirley, Ethel, how are you, Brett? Dory, how are you? Hi. And Beth and Carol. Carol, are you new? No. Yes, you are new. Hi, Carol. How are you? Busy girl, how are you? Miss Mia, hello. And Miss Maria. And I think I got everybody. And for those of you that come in late, I'll try to catch you. Look at that. Farm Girl Scavenger Noel. Buy the weird stuff. Ruthie, if she's listening or listens to this later. Hi, Jane. How are you? And hi, Sharon. And Siggy, I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? Hi. Sharon and Jane. Ruthie, she'll either be in here or she'll comment later. She told me, and I think she's correct, and I'm going to work on it this week, that one of the sayings on a shirt for my merch should be buy the weird stuff. And I'm pretty sure that that's going to have to be part of it. So Scavenger Squad, Scavenger Shack, that's the name of my computer, the Scavenger Shack. Because why not? You're supposed to name your computer, so that's what it is. Working on cross postings as you watch. Sharon, do you use a service or do you do it yourself? Do you use List Perfectly? I need to use List Perfectly. I need to get going. But I'm going to be ramping up. Look at, I had to write on my wrist and I still didn't do it. I'm telling you, you'd wear that. You'd wear that. I'd wear that. I'm gonna do my best to get. I vote for. Did they get that price for it? There's probably a lot. They did not get that price for it. Where's Annie? that that's not what they did not. If you guys have been around, those of you that have been around for a while and watched several years ago, I used to do I would do a haul video late Sunday nights because there's a lot of people that stay up. I need to start doing that again. I need something with Professor Savage. Okay. Mary from the merchant said, I need merch that says, if you don't know, I can't help you. Apparently there's a lot of farm girl scavenger isms. That's what I need. One shirt, and on the back it'll have farm girl scavenger isms on it. List perfectly, but it's really glitchy for you. Oh, nope. Or sure, I'd wear that. You guys are hilarious. I love you. So, man, oh man, I think we could talk about mugs for several weeks. There are so many out there and so many different brands and styles and what they're made out of and what. But I put a list in the description of some of the ones. Oh, this is going to be good. It's a long list. Hashtag bring back the mug. I put a list in the description of a bunch of different names to look for, certain items to look for, but mostly brands. And we're going to go over as much of them as we can tonight. What you got, Siggy? Can you ship a single Jolene's sticker pack with the eBay standard envelope price? It's extremely light. If it fits within their dimensions and their weight, I believe you can. Let's see. Let's check it out here. eBay standard envelope. eBay standard envelope is better than a simple stamp. It saves up to 70. So you got a 1 ounce package for 60 cents, a 2 ounce package for 84 cents, and a 3 ounce package for $1.08. Which envelopes qualify? A plain number 10 works just fine, but it's not required. You can use any envelope that fits in the following specifications. There's your sizes. No plastic, strings, or closures. Recipient address is parallel to envelope's longest side. So yeah, there you go. Just one of those. Just one of those. Let me put that right here for you. There is the link to that spot right there. How do you get it to come up to choose? I have shipping business policies, so I have a business policy for that. But you should be able to pay eBay shipping solutions. That's supplies. I don't want that. Ship small, save big. It's in here somewhere. Oh, there's even a template. There you go. That's pretty freaking cool. Let me put that in there too. It should be in your choices to choose eBay standard envelope when you do your listing. That's all. That's the best I can do. If that doesn't work for you, then my suggestion would be to almost got some of my talk in there. My suggestion would be to send a message, use Facebook for Business, or talk to one of the guys like Popeye's Postcards or Marty. Jiminy Flips It. He uses a lot of those. Any of the big guys out there that do a lot of ephemera or trading cards or something like that. But I believe it should just come up in your. Anybody use it? Swamp. Glenn, do you use the eBay standard envelope for anything? But there you go. Those two things right there should help you out. And by the way, you guys, if you're going to estate sales, you should be getting those. You don't swamp. Okay, thanks, Glenn. You should be picking up those envelopes and stuff for dirt cheap, next to nothing, almost free, right? Then you don't have to pay for them. Same at the bins. I see envelopes and stuff at the bins all the time. So probably they have them at garage sales too. I don't do a lot of garage sales. So buy the weird stuff. That's my new. I wore my Central Perk coffee hat from Friends. I love this hat. I'm cold today. Hey, Amy, how are you? Is it cold? Is it cold over yonder on your side of the world? She's she's over in the north. Yeah, I guess you're kind of the northeast, aren't you? Or, excuse me, northeast. Yeah, northeast. Anyway, so I'm gonna start off. I'm just gonna read. I'm gonna go down here into the list and I'm gonna read a few things because I don't want you guys. if we don't have time to catch everything. So if I ignore you guys over here, just be patient. So I have a couple of links that I'd like you guys to check out, and we'll talk about those in a minute. They're just helpful research for anything that you're doing, whether it's eBay or whatever. But I was cleaning out my bookmarks tab, and I was like, oh, hey, I forgot I had this. And I was like, these are really cool. So coffee mugs to look for, brands that sell for big money, restaurant wear. Any kind of restaurant wear. This is restaurant wear. See how thick and heavy it is? This is restaurant wear. And it's got a stamp on the bottom of it. Actually just got this one the other day in a $20 fill-a-bag. This one is restaurant wear. This is actually buffalo china. This is super heavy. Looks like somebody started to make some coffee in it. These are out of my personal cupboard. One of my favorite restaurant wear, and I think I showed this last week. I forget who makes this. I love these colors. And then this also, this was my grandfather's, my favorite mug. I very seldom use it, but I love it. All right, restaurant wear. Restaurant wear is thick and heavy, and it's made that way. 75 degrees, not bad. Hey, Cheryl, how are you doing, girlfriend? Okay, so restaurant wear, Homer Laughlin, Buffalo China, Syracuse China, Coors restaurant wear, which a lot of people aren't even familiar with the fact that there's a Coors pottery, etc. Then you have all the ones that any of us vintage seller should know about. Fire King, Milk Glass and Jadeite, Anchor Hawking, Hazel Atlas, Pyrex, Sears, as in vintage Mary Mushroom and that kind of stuff. Sears had a lot of stuff that was very, very, very popular and still is. Hall Pottery, H-A-L-L, not H-U-L-L. Hall Pottery footed mugs, vintage Corning porcelain coffee mugs, Fiesta ware mugs, California Pottery, aka Franciscan ware, the Ivy. The old Denny's mugs are also restaurant ware. Melmac, Texas ware, melamine, and guess what? Tupperware. Old Tupperware mugs are very sought after. You guys would be surprised. I'll try to remember to look some up. M.A. Hadley Pottery, Port Marion Botanic Gardens, Port Marion anything. Deanan Pottery, vintage, I always say this wrong, Hornsia, England, mermaid mugs. Let me tell you, Jack, or Jill, whoever. And then this, I don't know. This is a touchy subject for me. Starbucks mugs. And some Starbucks mugs, as we know, are worth a lot of money. Most Starbucks mugs are going to be worth, $30 and less. So if you can pick up a Starbucks mugs for 50 cents, bless your heart, get that sucker and list it. But most of them are a dime a dozen, and you really, really, really need to look them up. But you have collabs with Starbucks, aka Disney. You have Harry Potter, you have Star Wars, you have Disney's 50th anniversary with Starbucks. And then you have, there's the where am I, where was I? There's the global icons. So certain ones of those will go for a lot more money, but you really must look them up, because even if you can get it for 50 cents, if there's 200 of them out there and they're just sitting there, probably don't want to get them, right? Mugs. Oh, got it. I gotcha on that one, Dory. And not just those, but others too. Yes, that's a huge one. And not only is that a huge one, you have to be careful how you title your listings. I need to do something with this. I got to figure this out. If I put it down too low, you guys can see my mess over here in the corner. How embarrassing. You just picked up a Starbucks Disneyland mug. I love the heavy bottom ceramic mugs. Those are like this, Jane. These are all restaurant wear. And if you can get this one, I believe, it's hard to tell, it's so freaking old, is made in Japan. It's got green on it, so it'd be similar to Holiday, the old Holiday. Those two stripes are green. There we go. That's maybe better. This is one of my favorite ones, probably one of my oldest ones, but it's heavy. And it's got a defect in it. See that? That's a hole from when they made it. I love this mug. And I'll tell you what, went to the Great Junk Hunt this last weekend, and they were, do I have it in here? Dang it. They had taken mugs and old baby dolls, and they had anything that had a chip or a crack or something in it, and they were putting plants in them, and they were selling them, and they were selling them like crazy. And I was just like, oh, well. And not just succulents, spider plants, you name it, anything that they could fit. I bought a little tiny elephant. Let me go grab it. It's just right here in the kitchen because I want to show you. Look at you guys. You could, this little elephant has issues. He's got some cracks in his ears, and I don't know if they drilled the hole in the bottom or if it was there. I'm assuming they drilled it because I think he was a creamer, little creamer. $13. I left the price tag on there. This was probably this. You can get this kind of stuff at the bins. You can get it at an estate sale at the end of the day. These little plants are so easy to start. So if you know you're going to do a flea market or something next year or in a few months or something, you guys, I kid you not. Soup mugs. Just depends on, a mug is a mug is a mug, right? I don't know. There's all kinds of mugs. As far as I'm concerned, if you can put a couple of ladles of soup in it, it's a soup mug. Whatever. If you can put some soup in it and a straw in it, you're good to go. This mug right here is nothing exciting. It's color changing. It's been dead for a while. I bought it for Dren a couple of years ago. He never uses it. It's like my favorite mug to use size wise, and I don't care if it accidentally gets dropped because it's not really worth anything, but it gets used a lot here. So let's see. So Starbucks collab mugs is where I stopped off at. Are we ready? I'm going to try to not get sidetracked. I'm going to read this. Other coffee mug brands to look for. Death Wish Coffee. Ember Temperature Control Smart Mugs. Trust me on that one. Pioneer Woman. How many times have I talked about Pioneer Woman? Pioneer Woman. Turkey Merck. TurkeyMerck. Goth Rider Gasoline. Iron Bean Coffee. Tiffany & Co. Hermes. Lennox Village. Royal Copenhagen. Crown Staffordshire. Mackenzie Childs. Meissen. Onion River Pottery. Ray Dunn. Le Creuset. Marimekko, Anthropology, Peter Shire, K+R, aka Cat and Roger, Ralph Lauren, Christian Dior, Henri Bendel, and Rosenthal. Just those are, every one of those that I read off to you is $100 or more. That they have $100 or more in solds, and we are going to look at them. You like the here, hang on a second. I like what the Japanese do with cracked pottery. Kintsugi is the process of repairing ceramics traditionally with lacquer and gold, leaving a gold seam where the cracks were. I do too, but you couldn't pay me to drink out of them because if you know what lacquer is, it has mercury in it. I was just talking to somebody about this last night. And Cinnabar. If you guys are familiar, Cinnabar is an amazing item, and if you can date it properly, is worth, either way, any way you go, Cinnabar is worth a lot of money. But just like the girls that, oh, why can't I think of the name of this? Somebody will drop it in the chat because we've talked about this. Just like the girls that put the luminescence on the radioactive luminescence. Oh, why can't I think of this? On the clocks, and the people that worked in the factories that made the uranium glass and that kind of stuff. The people in Asia that made the Cinnabar, because it's layers and layers and layers of lacquered tree sap, blah, 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 blah. Uranium girls. Thank you, because I probably just said that, but not in the right way. Lots of the people that made the Cinnabar died from mercury poisoning, mercury and lead. How do I know this stuff? Because I can't get it out of my head. So there you go. If you want to research something really cool, go research Cinnabar. I know it sounds like there's a lot of jewelry, small pieces of jewelry made of Cinnabar, but there are a lot of very intricately carved Asian jars. Yes, there'll be jars and vases and stuff like that. And so if you spend a couple of hours and read about them, that's about what you need to really, really know. I don't know. I spent about 15 minutes last night doing some research on it. I knew some stuff because I've done some videos, but Cinnabar is highly poisonous and some of it has lead in it. Now, they say that the pieces of jewelry that are out there aren't big enough to be super harmful, but that's your call. I mean, what haven't they poisoned us with? We all have Teflon in our bodies, every single one of us. So, at what point do you go, well, that's up to you. I'm just passing along the information. Anyway, that list is in the description of this video. And feel free to add 25 million other brands on there. Those brands, starting with Death Wish Coffee, everything underneath there will sell for $100 or more. Now, we know that there's tons and tons and tons of other different kinds. And I don't know if I bet I didn't. Pharmaceutical mugs in there. I have it on my list right here to talk about, which I should have. So I might have to come back and do that. But before we go too far, there's a couple of links that I want you guys to check out. There's 1, 2, 3. I also put a link in there for Death Wish Coffee, because you can buy their current mugs right now. And they are cool. If you guys aren't familiar with Death Wish Coffee, their mugs are highly sought after, especially the older ones. Just depends on what they're made out of, right? I think you're probably pretty safe there with those. Recently received who used to test the dial on a mercury toy his dad invented. Yep. You told me about that. Okay, so the first one is, let's see. I should have had it pulled up. Let's do this. The first one is, what do I have in there? Watchcount.com. Let's go down here and see if I can find it. This is really, really cool. So this is something that I use every once in a while. Watchcount.com. What's most popular on eBay as voted by eBay users. So I'm going to remove myself here. That doesn't work. I want to do, there we go. All right. Because I want you guys to be able to see this well. So what's most watched eBay items? How does it work? Discover which eBay items have attracted the most interest and see how many watchers by entering your search term. So we can put coffee mugs in here, and it's going to come up with, okay, this one right here is new. is in here a lot. Starbucks pink Sakura color changing glass. They're not going for a lot, less than $40, but apparently it's a new one. Funny cat coffee mug. These are the most watched auctions right now that are going. Coffee mug, Funny Bird Crow. Here is a prescription mug, aka pharmaceutical. Here's another Starbucks one. Look at 1,096 watchers. So this is really quite, here you go. Here's a silver double wall insulated stainless steel mug, wooden coffee mugs, Starbucks milk carton glass coffee mug. So there's a lot of Starbucks mugs in here, which should give you a hint to know that that wasn't very nice. That one's not very nice. Starbucks purple Sakura glass with coaster. So, you know, looks like those might be going for around $30. Cup holder for Yeti. Starbucks mugs, Starbucks. So apparently there's a lot of Starbucks mugs being auctioned off. That would be the way to, it seems to be Funny Coffee Bigfoot. These glass mugs right here with the bamboo lids and double walls, they actually sell for quite a bit. There's a bad one. I got to get it out of there. Oh, very, very horribly. There's lots of horrible things, busy girl. Hi, sweet jazzy girl. How are you? So the link to this is in the description. All right, you guys. So you could type anything that you're looking for and you want to see, and they even have categories over here. Okay. So speaking of categories, what's the next one I got in here? eBay. It's down here. I sold what? Tools for eBay categories. This website right here is easy eBay category numbers. So if you want to look and see what's in these categories and that kind of stuff, all kinds of stuff, then it's going to open it up and it's going to show you accessories, antiquarian, audio, and then you can go in there and you can go even further. It's going to bring you to that category, all listings. In this category, antiquarian and collectible books, there's 3,800,000 plus results. So this is really very interesting. It's another way to research. Okay. I don't know why I've had these in my bookmarks forever, and I don't know why I haven't shared them with you guys before, but you got them now. So there you go. And let's see, there's one more that I shared. Oops, that's not it. Let's see if I can find it. It's down here. If you guys see anything else that you want, let me know. Parcel Monkey, if you guys don't use that, that is an amazing. Why can't I find this? All vintage, all okay. I sold what I collect. There it is. This place right here, check out our listings as often as new to the market prices come daily. This is just a good kind of cool place to go. I think you can sell on there, seller directory. So you could go on here and sell, the only online vintage marketplace, but you can type in here now. If I typed vintage mugs, when I did this earlier, they had nothing. But if I just type mugs, this is what they have. These mugs right here are actually made by Coors Pottery, and they're actually quite desirable, not necessarily with the Nesbitt's hot chocolate mugs, but here's the ones that they have in here right now. Once you click the link, hit Control D to bookmark. There you go. Hi, Kelly Dibs. How are you? So like I said, I guess I could I could be nice and put them. Oh, you already got it. Doot, 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 doot. You're on it, Jeremy. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. All right. So I don't know if any of you guys knew about those. If you did and you didn't share them with us, shame on you. Shame on me for not sharing them sooner. And I'm sure there's more and more cool sites like that. But if you're I mean, you can use your phone too. I find that I get a lot better search results on the desktop or the laptop, whatever, than I am gonna get on my phone. Don't know why. Don't care. It's just what I've seen. So lots of times I can't find anything on my phone, and then I can find it on the computer. It's just how it is. So, really cool. Those are really cool sites to go fart around on, fiddle farting around on, and checking things out and seeing. But I love the eBay one where you can go and check the auctions and stuff like that. So if you have something that you want to see how they're selling and how many, and that's a real quick way to go see as well, because it'll show them all to you and how many people are watching. And that there's a lot of auctions out there with a lot of people on them. So, I mean, 141,400 and some people watching an auction for a Starbucks mug that's not even that exciting of a mug to be watching for. Go figure. But, if that's what they got to do, then that's what they got to do. Makes them happy. But it gives you an idea. All right. So, absolutely. I got to have a drink of coffee now. So, let's talk about just coffee mugs. Let's see. Let's do this. Excuse me. Pay attention to, I'm looking at the wrong screen. Pay attention to these kind of mugs right here. For some reason, they seem to sell, and I'm not necessarily saying the brand Joy Jolt, but just that style. You're going to see, especially these right here, you're going to see, apparently they sell them at Walmart. You're going to see here in a little bit when I pull up the highest listed ones that they sell for a crazy amount of money. So this is just a Google search with coffee mugs, no specific price, no nothing. Here's 24 custom mugs, diner mugs. So this is restaurant wear, whatever you want to have put on them. And then you can come down here. What do you see? You see Death Wish coffee. All different brands. You're going to just keep on going down and you'll see here's more Bones coffee. There's quite a few. Here's those double wall best insulated coffee mugs. You name it, you're going to find it. You want to have it made, somebody out there is going to make it. If you guys aren't aware of the Ember, if anybody wants to buy me a present for my birthday, or if y'all want to go in together, I would love to have an Ember temperature control mug. Just kidding, don't do it. Guess I could put this back. That's not right. We want maybe that. Is that okay? I don't like that. Nope. I hate this. That's what I want right there. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So coffee mugs, tea mugs. I'm just going with coffee mugs, because if you put coffee mug and tea mug in, then you're really, 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 you're really opening the door to way more than what we want to talk about tonight. But, we could do the night show with Jimmy Fallon. He's hilarious. All right. So this looks kind of interesting. What's it say? First, I drink the coffee, then I do the thing. If you can think you can, if you think you can't. I'm just looking at some of these mugs. So, all of us go to thrift stores here and there. All of us go to the bins. All of us go to estate sales and garage sales. And everywhere you go, there are coffee mugs, kind of like clear glass, right? The only thing that you can really do is see if it's something special and then look it up. I would pretty much not buy any coffee mug. Well, that's a lie. If I were you, I would pretty much not buy any coffee mug that's not marked, that you haven't looked up. I did buy 2 of these because this is Sears and Roebuck's catalog. One of them has been put through the dishwasher. I got 2 of these. You guys remember my house is a Sears kit house. So I have 2 of these. One of them's kind of faded. I might put a plant in it, but this one was in really good shape. I think I paid 25 cents for both of them. You can go to the bins. Nobody's stopping you. Anyway, wherever it is you are that you go, there's coffee mugs. That's a given. So keep your eyes open and make sure you're comping. Even don't be the person that picks up 5 boxes of coffee mugs because you either got them for free or B, paid 25 or 10 or whatever cents for them, unless you're planning on immediately going through them and donating the rest of them back to whoever, unless that's what you want to do, because they are going to sit if they're not something that's well desired, right? All right. I want to show you these coffee mugs right here are made. They are made by Chefsware. They are also made by Coors Pottery, and I have a bunch of them, and I have sold a bunch of them. And what makes these so popular? They were the coffee cup that was at the Twin Peaks Double R Diner on the show Twin Peaks, and there aren't a lot of them out there. I have sold probably 2, 4, 6, 8. I've sold close to 10 for over $100 each. Now, apparently the market came down on them because for whatever reason, but can you tell which ones are mine? That one isn't. The gold one is not mine. I was at a retail thrift store. It's where I met my friend Sherry Stottenberg. And okay, this is the TMI part. I had to go to the bathroom. So I left and I came back, and I had like literally left my cart right in front of where these were. And I was so distracted because I had to go to the bathroom that I didn't even notice them. And I came back and I was looking at my cart, and I'm like, holy moly, look at the black ones are the most sought after, because that's the color that David Lynch, that was his color. So they had one. Let's see. I have to recount because I'm pretty sure I got more than that. I have one of the burgundy. Is that right? One of the burgundy. 3 of the velvet matte black ones, which I may have to keep one for myself because those are pretty darn cool. I have 9 of these brown ones. Actually, I have 10 of them because I forgot to put one in there. And I have one of the HF Coors one. So the reason why I'm pulling this up is because I want to show you the difference in the bottom. Let's see. Chefware 207 USA. Is this the HF Coors? And Chefware is made by Coors, HF Coors Pottery. Where's the other one? There's some of these. Let's just look at the bottom of this one. Is it going to let me? Chefware. They all have a different. So that one, we looked at that one. Let's look at this one. I want to. Right. Don't. Oh, these are black. Okay. This one of these, Englewood, California is where these were all made. And this one says HF Coors China on it. And it says the number. So these ones are really super cool. Hey, Rob, how you doing, buddy? Anyway, these are also considered restaurant wear because they're heavy. So keep your eyes open for weird stuff, right? Buy the weird stuff. The first time I bought these, I missed out on a whole bunch of them. My granddaughter and I went to an estate sale, and the gentleman who passed away owned the Red Lion hotel here. Several of the Red Lion, was it Red Lion? Yeah. Several of the Red Lion hotels. He might have owned all of them, actually. I think he owned all of them. And I saw those and I was like, those are freaking cool because I like restaurant wear. So my eyes went straight to him. And the gal said, oh, Noelle, I have a whole bunch more of those. Does Coors have a stamp dating page? They probably do. They probably do, Jeremy. Anyway, I guess somebody else had come in there between me and her and I looking at them, and they had gotten them, but they hadn't found them all. So that's where I first got introduced to them. And they were selling for $120 a piece then. They're not selling for that now, but I'll sit on mine for a little while. I have best offer on them. So I'm not too horribly worried about those because I know they'll sell. And I may actually do lots of those. So keep your eyes open for that. If you can get the restaurant wear, Homer Laughlin, Buffalo China, Syracuse China. Next time you go to an Asian food store, look at the plates that they bring you. Look at the dishes that they bring you. They're super heavy and they're super thick because they don't break that easy. They will fall on the floor, and 5 times out of 10, half the time, they will not break. They were made on purpose. That's why they're so thick. And they've had a life to live and tell you about. All right. Homer Laughlin. Okay, let's look at Homer Laughlin as one of the brands that you will see more often than not. And here's some and these are solds. They look very similar to Fiesta wear because a lot of them are Fiesta wear. Homer Laughlin Fiesta Bugs Bunny. I want to see if, there we go. Let's see. HLC USA. See that HLC? So this mug, this plain one that I showed you right here that had the HLC, you're not going to be able to see it that well. This is also Homer Laughlin, and this is an old one. It's not worth a ton of money. It's just a cool mug. I love it. I could have a screen print put on it if I wanted to. It's not going to happen, but anyway, when you pick up a mug that says HL, when you pick up a mug like this and you see that HLC, it's just something you're going to learn and you're going to know, but you can look that up, HLC. You can Google Lens it, right? And then this is a collab with the Warner Brothers Studio and Fiesta wear. Does it say Fiesta on there? I don't think it does, but Homer Laughlin is known for, I keep looking over here to change my screen. Good night, Cheryl. All right. A lot of the Homer Laughlin china that you're going to find is seriously going to be plain. I have a bunch of it. I bought a bunch of it from an estate, a restaurant, a catering company that went out of business, and I sell pieces of it. Here you go, right here. Fiesta ware. That's what I have. What did they sell this set for? Took a best offer. So there you go. We're looking at some of the older stuff right now, and it's not as easy to see there. It's not as easy to, that one literally says Fiesta. And there is a definite dating for looking up Fiesta ware as to its age. And guess where you're going to find that? Lots of lots of it is going to be on Pinterest. Look at that. Look at that. Pinterest. Identify Fiesta ware. So there's a whole see, there is a whole, there's a whole thing here on how to identify Homer Laughlin HLC, right? You got, and then you've got the different way that they've put things, so on and so forth, the back stamps, the colors, the centuries, all of that stuff. Homer Laughlin China info. So there, I just stuck that in the chat for you guys. If you don't have any, hi Tina Lou, hi Muriel. If you did not have any idea how to check out Fiesta ware, because some of it is worth a lot of money depending on its age, you just need to know. You just need to know what it is, and pretty much just like with clothing and stuff like that, you will almost always find some kind of something on Pinterest, but just Google it right here. See, they have all these different letter codes, and it'll tell you the date of when these were made. So this is a really, we're not going to watch HBO Max. Doggone it. There's probably something good on too. That's a really good way to date your Fiesta ware, aka Homer Laughlin. Once you click the link, hit Control D to bookmark. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to everybody else? Oh, wow. I'm way behind in the chat down here somewhere. Got it. It wasn't you. It was me. What else is new? All right. So let's talk about pharmaceutical coffee mugs here for a minute. There are a lot of them. There's my, hey, is that Homer Laughlin? I don't think it is. No, it's not. It was made in Japan, and Homer Laughlin was not made in Japan. There are a lot of coffee mugs that are worth a lot of money, especially these kind right here. So, Bayer. Let's just go American Pharmaceutical Association down here. Whoa, I did not, we didn't see that. It's a good thing Courtney's not in here. I'd be getting yelled at right now. But I didn't do it on purpose. I promise. I just spilled water. What else is new? Oh, that is so funny. I just found I need help, you guys. I broke my favorite pair of sunglasses that I found in the bins 5 years ago, and I couldn't find this, which was right there, so I bought another one yesterday. Hi, Ty. How are you? Hey, hey, hey. All right, so let's go over to eBay. And these are the ones that are listed for sale. These aren't the solds, all right? So let's just look at a few of these. But something you guys have to be really careful with is how you do your title for these, because there are some of them that will kick you off because the bots think that you're listing drugs or a prescription, right? So this is a case of 24 of these. What is this? Tigasil Asthmanex. This is for a Twistaler asthma drug. Old pharmaceutical medicine, Ranson. So you got to be careful. Pfizer. This is just for the company, right? Proventil. But see how they put pharmaceutical rep, coffee mug, promotional, rare, the Galaxy. Sometimes you won't be able to put the drug itself up there. I'm surprised this one hasn't gotten taken down by the bots. It's not the eBay people that come and take them down. It's the bots. So you guys have to understand that. Some of these, a unique range of clinical activity. This is Xanax also. So Rogaine, Xanax, Be Nice to Me, I'm out of Valium. Oh, I like that one actually, but I've never taken Valium. At least I don't think I have. If any of you guys know anything, let me know. Doug, how are you? How are you? Thanks for coming in. Yep, Ty's got you. You're out. Nexium, you're out of luck, Doug. So I picked up this one mug here the other day because it was $20 fill a bag. ADIISOOL. I didn't even know what I didn't even remember getting it. I literally just pulled it out of a bag a little bit ago and washed it. It also has in gold pen number 42 written on it. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you saw the little post I did about the large format calendars. I got this at the same place. I'm saving my yardsticks for something. I'm not beating anybody with them. So let's go. Has anybody seen Barb lately? I haven't seen Barb in a long time. These are the Solds. Vintage Narcan, Holy Grail, Drug Rep, coffee mug. I wonder what they actually got for this. Let's just see. They took a best offer. Let's just see. They took an offer of $150. I wonder why that's crossed through. Maybe they had it on. Let's go back here. Oh, they had it on $199. So they took an offer for $150. I'll take $150 for a let's see the whole listing here. You saw Barb yesterday in Mia's chat. Those make me feel like I'm at work. Well, you should be able to see some of these at work, right, Anna? I bet money if you look around hard enough, you'll find some of these Narcan. Look at that. So that one is a stainless steel, I'm going to guess. It's actually in pretty good condition. Metal plate. The mug is very plain except for the metal plate. Aluminum. Yep, probably. Anyway. Anna, you have a few listings. Okay, all right. Bob was in your chat yesterday. Oh yeah, she broke her tooth. I forgot about that. Xanax. The Xanax ones usually go for quite a bit of money. Vyvanse, pharmaceutical drug rep, so you need to make sure that you're putting that in. Prozac, Protonix, Tigasil. That's a pretty cool mug, but we've seen quite a few of them. So now you're getting down here to the less and less pricey but they're still, you know, Zyrtec, Tamiflu. That's kind of cool. Vintage, Entex, LA Drug Pharmaceutical Rep. So all of these. That one's kind of cool. It's got the Cheshire Cat on it. All right. Now they sell like wildfire. Sometimes I bet they do. I bet they do. This is driving me nuts. So let's do this. Just lower my desk a little bit. So now let's look at, we're going to go into eBay, and we're going to look at coffee mugs, highest priced plus shipping. And we'll look at a few auctions, but as you guys know, I'm not an auction person. The water bottles go quicker. Really? How much does Oxymug go for? I don't know. I didn't see one on there, so that may be one that's hard to list. Would be my guess, but they did have that one. Let's look and see if we can find one. See if I can just put it in for Oxy. Helps if you spell things right. Bear. Well, there's one on Worth Point. Somebody sold one on Worth Point. Do you have one, Michelle? Or wait a minute. Yeah, do you have one, Michelle? In 2016, it sold for $15.50, but we know, I love that picture on there. It's just the two little paper. I'm sorry. I've sold 4 this month, but you only listed 4. So this was in February of 2016. I wouldn't be, you got to understand that was what, almost 7 years ago. Gonna go for a lot more these days, right? See, Celicor. That's again. Oh, here's that's quite the name. Mud Guts Dark Pharmacy. This is hilarious. Let's go on a Easter egg hunt. Oxycontin. I'm dying right now. Swing is a lie. I hope there's nothing bad here. All of these things, Vicodin, Oxycontin, here, Dilaudid. Here you go, you guys. These are things you need to be looking for. Oh, hey, there's the Oxycontin 80 milligram pill. There you go. There's even plush. Oh man, maybe I should get this and have it be my sidekick, like Kevin's Fleet Eneman. So there you go. It's not saying what any of these things are worth, but there's some ideas for you. Anybody want me to put, that's a whole junkie starter kit. There you go, you guys. If you need to go look, that's pretty interesting. Anyway, let's see. We never did get to a mug. There's a water bottle right there. Might want to be looking. There you go. Oxycontin. Maybe habit forming. Really? DEA's coming to my door. Do you really think that may be habit forming? I love that picture, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going to lie. They used photo room. I hate photo room. The one to start with. Is that on the back of that? Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, this is a prescription pad would be my guess. The longest lasting oxycodone ever. Everybody needs one of these for their car to keep the sun out. I'm dying. It's on this thing right here too. Maybe habit forming right there. I'll tell you, Percocet. This is quite hilarious. Oh, well, there you go. What's this? Vicodin ES. Build your prescribing strength. Extra strength pain relief without extra prescribing restrictions. All right. Well, I find that to be a lie. It's a lie. Vicodin. So there you go, you guys. Here's another mug to look out for. Oh, man. I like this one better. Do you have an orange one? All right. That's it. These are cute. This is on Etsy. Set of three vintage Actos pharmaceutical promotional medical mugs. There you go, you guys. That looks like a stomach. That must be, does it say what they are? Body organ mugs. We're part of an advertising campaign for a diabetes medication from Actos Pharmaceutical. They were handed out as promotional items to physicians' offices in the 1980s and 90s. This set consists of the stomach orange, muscle coral, and the triglycerides green. That ain't what the doctor told my mom. Hola, Mike. How are you? That's a good way to get your car broken into, right? Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. That's hilarious. I know I've been on and that's another thing. Well, here, I mean, not that after John Oliver's segment, pens, where did I see those pens? Pretty much anything pharmaceutical, as we know from just looking at that. Oh, wow. I guess we might want to look for this one right here too. Oh, my heavens. Percocet. Here's another one. Percocet, oxycodone, pharmaceutical. What did this go for? $39.99 in 2021. I'll tell you what, between cancer and my thyroid and my burn, I have been on pretty much every pain medication that you could even think about, and some of them all at the same time. But luckily for me, Pivitessin, I don't have an addictive personality. They told me actually after my cancer that I was going to be on it for the rest of my life. I told them, nope, I wasn't. And I took myself off of it. So there you go. I'm lucky because not a lot of people are lucky that way. Nexium, you name it. But as you're doing all right. I'm doing great, buddy. I'm doing great. Always say some old lady is drinking coffee out of $100 mug and don't know it. No joke. So yeah, when you go to those of you that are estate sale fiends like me, and you are in the office and you see the Ziploc baggies full of pens and they're $2, buy the whole bag. Just buy the whole bag. You would be amazed at the stuff that you're going to find in there. And a lot of these things, because and I'm not even going to say old people, but people steal pens, and it's not on purpose. Well, some people might do it on purpose, but you just have a pen, you're writing, and before you know it, it's in your pocket or it's in your purse or whatever. But they gave these pens out. I mean, they would have them at the doctor's office, at the dentist office, at the vet office, wherever, right? So, all right. So let's look at mugs, and we're going to kind of ignore these two sets. These are just listed. We're not, we haven't had, we've only just begun. Gotta have a drink of water. All right. Pay it forward mug. I've seen this on here a couple of times, but if you guys think that, I mean, I don't even have to explain this. I'm pretty sure that these aren't going to go for $22,198. There should be 32 cents at the end of that. That would make it even better. This Howard University celebrating the inauguration of the 15th president. I don't know. You never know. He's got no bids and he's got 3 days and 20 hours left on it. So who knows, right? Brand new tall coffee mug, Nurse Life. Don't think so. World Trade Center observation deck coffee mug. Possibility. That's a possibility. 2 souvenir Colorado Grande Casino oversized ceramic coffee mugs, soup bowls. There you go, Jeremy. There's your soup bowl coffee mugs. Don't think that those are going to go for that, but who am I? Boyd's Bearware Pottery, 1998, great teacher coffee mug. Don't think that's going to go for that. I don't think that one's going to go for that. These are a possibility that they will go for quite a bit of money, but I don't think they're going to go for $5,000. So that is Jeanette. And Jeanette, jadeite, I believe, is one of the few that glows. But the president drank out of it, so there is a chance. You could be right. This is just a tree trunk coffee cup and stand. It says it's very rare. I don't think it is, but I have no clue. It was made, it's a hobbyist piece would be my guess. It's cool. Oh, they got the mugs too. 6 coffee cups. This should have been the first picture, you guys. If you do something like this, this should be the first picture. Those are adorable. I can tell you right now, I'm not going to be spending $5,000 on it, but those are adorable. And here you can come down here and see some more similar type. Pretty much everybody has seen these kind of mugs right here. All right. Let's go back up here. Wish I could sell Jeanette at that price, right? Okay, here's where we're getting into the money. And don't think that this is a joke right here, because it's not. Death Wish coffee mug, very rare, Mount Deathmore. You guys need to burn Death Wish coffee into your brain. Mount Deathmore, that's hilarious. This is one of the first ones that they made, if I believe correctly. They don't have that. That's a wonderful, wonderful description they've got going. I think that's one of the first ones that Death Wish Coffee made, and that's why it's so rare, and it does sell for a lot of money, and most of theirs do. Here's another one too, Build on Brick Lego mug. I didn't even know that they made these. Dren was telling me that his the music teacher, no, it's not music. Yeah, music teacher, their choreographer, their art guy, and I can't remember what else he does. He holds multiple different jobs there, but these Lego mugs are he has one, his teacher has one, and Dren loves Legos, so you're not going to get one unless I find it out somewhere. But Foo Bar, let's see if this one says better. Foo Bar, funny place to stay. Foo Bar 12-ounce coffee cup set, green orange, build on brick Lego mug. I don't think I would use Lego if these aren't Let me look at here again and see. They don't say Lego on them. That's a good way to get your listing pulled. Here's some Lego mugs. All right. I'm glad I opened that up. Did you guys know they make Lego mugs? Keep your eyes open for these. I might have to get him a couple for Christmas. That set of 2 build on brick mug BPA. See, they don't have Lego in here, so these aren't true Lego mugs, but they're a build on brick mugs for Legos. All different kinds. Wouldn't surprise me if Lego, they don't look like they'd be much fun to drink out of. You have a Lego phone? Yes, you need to list that, silly girl. Big Daddy Roth Rat Fink Outrageous Funny Coffee Mug. Okay. Anyway, keep your eyes. This Foo Bar, I don't know. Foo Bar. I know nothing about it. Oh, they're gonna let you personalize it. This is interesting. Huh. All right. That's enough time on that. All right. So, Fleet Pottery. I was telling you, Hall. Hi, Vintage Huntress. How are you doing? Welcome. A lot of these, and they do sell. I don't know. They may sell. She wanting Vintage Hall gold plate Irish coffee cup footed pedestal mug. It looks like you are buying 4 vintage. Okay, look at down here, you guys. Do you see them? I don't think she's going to get that price. I could be wrong. Could very well be wrong. But she's selling 4 of them. She has 3 sets of 4. And she's trying to get $2,995. So good luck to her. That's all I got to say. But you will see any of these that you see like these. Make sure that, let's see if she's got, make sure that you check them out. And that's what's on the bottom of them, because they are used for Irish coffee. That's if you went to a restaurant, and they used to come. Sometimes I don't buy a lot of alcohol because it makes me sick. I wish I could drink more. Some days I really need a drink. You know what I mean? Anyway, and then we have super rare Dean and coffee mug. You heard me talk about Dean and pottery. These are right up there with, that's really cool. I like that. Dean and Coffee Tea Mug Owl illustrator Nathan Yoder Tattoo Man. This auction is for 2 mugs for a limited commission of 200, potted in 2016. So Dean and Pottery is another one similar to Death Wish, and and they make they have different artists that design different mugs. Like this one is Adam Turman and Glenn in Illinois, but it doesn't have the name of who it was that made it. This one's doesn't have the name on it either, but they have different artists that design different years, different styles. Some of these are just sold. These are not solds. Just wait. We're going to get to the solds. But I want you to see some of these that really will go first. I do this for money, said no administrative coordinator ever. All right. Here's Ray Dunn, and that one will probably go for that. Halo video game, UNSC green and black. You never know. This one may get that. So I'm just wanting to show you some that are listed. Zach designs the Joker mug ceramic. I have no idea. Hermes, you're going to see a lot of Hermes, and Hermes goes for top money. Adam Silverman is a name to look for. Heath Ceramics. All right. Let's go look at some solds. By the way, when you're shipping, Turkey Merc was a new name for me. I'd never heard of it, which there's probably 25 million new things out there that I've never heard of. Zach Design will probably never have a price tag like that. You are probably correct. But it doesn't hurt to ask, does it? So, Turkey Merc. That's really not. These mugs actually go for some pretty good money. So this set of, how many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Turkey Merc mugs sold for $1,999. And I'm not going to go in and look. Gas Guy 1980. That's hilarious. Winter Skull, Dirty Jake, No Blood, Dirty Jake, Bloody, Midnight Skull, Misfit Standard. These 5 mugs are a great way to start a collection as well as add to an existing one. I will not sell individually. All right. So Turkey Merc, keep that. And this one's numbered right here. Dirty Jake, number 152. That's a name that I hadn't heard of before. Michelle, these mugs right here, if they're copper inside and outside, they're probably the best mug for you to drink out of instead of stainless steel. By the way, just thought I'd bring that up since I saw it there. All right, let's see. We did that. Let's go back here. Turkey Merc. Anthropology 14-ounce mug signed Carol Gavin. Let's just look and see. That's, oh, I hate it when that happens. I'm having technical issues. What else is new? At least I'm shouldn't jinx myself. See if I can get through a whole show without not sharing. Sold for $20. So that was a wishful thinking sale. See that? Just like those other ones. Anthropology. Some Anthropology does sell well, but I have never seen an Anthropology mug sell for that kind of money. Anyway, there you go, Carolyn Gavin. So dishwasher safe, nothing exciting, nothing to see here, so they say, right? Turkey Merc, Dirty Jake, set of 4, more of that. 6 Goth Rider gasoline coffee mugs. I should that's the only picture that they have. Goth Rider gasoline, ignite your soul. 3 Goth Rider gasoline coffee mugs, 120 mug, 2 166 and 173 signed Dark Sun mugs. If you know, you know, I guess, right? Supreme mugs sell for some pretty good money. Yep, there's one on here. Bye, Glenn. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a great weekend. A search on eBay for green pottery mugs, sorted highest price, yield, and Arabia, Finland mug, Moomin green cartoon. For Canadian and a lot of others, green pottery is selling very well. Yep, for sure. I'm just searching mugs. I'm not searching a collar. I'm not searching ceramic, porcelain, stoneware, steel, anything. We're just looking at mugs. That's all we're looking at. Because you could go crazy doing all of this, right? Tiffany and Co. That should be no surprise. Alexander Gerard, Hermes. You may find these, you may not. Here's another Turkey Merc, Toxic Immortal Glow. Keep going down here because there's some of this stuff. More Turkey Merc, Extremely Rare Death Wish Coffee, $570, 34 bids. Here's Lennox Jewel Pink Coffee Pot. More Hermes, more Death Wish Coffee. Henri Vendel. A lot of people won't look at these. A lot of people won't look at something that's in a container. Where'd it go? Are not going to look at something that's in a container like this at an estate sale, I've found. They look at a box like this, like it may be something that came from World Market or is right up there with all the porcelain and ceramic plates, which anytime you see a porcelain and ceramic plates, you should run, but you should also at least look and see what they are, because some of them sell for a lot. Vintage cereal mugs, 100%. Yep, a fire. You know, are you searching the solds that I'm searching so that I can't show you this stuff? What the heck? What the heck? Guys, you're ruining my show. That's it. I'm just teasing. They are there. Fire King, cotton. Who needs some cotton? I'm just teasing you, by the way. Don't get upset. All right. IHOP, signed by a general manager. Now you see that 500 through there. Don't get all excited about that, because there's no way. I haven't looked any of these up, you guys. There's no way that went sold for $500. I could be wrong. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna say $40. Nope, sold for $500. January 2023. There you have it. Wonder who the manager is that signed it. Doesn't even say. So there you go, you guys. Go to IHOP and get a signature of the manager. There's one in there. There's a Captain Crunch, or there's a Burger King one too. That's all right. You can give me the raspberry. I deserve it. I will honorably accept the raspberry. Royal Copenhagen, pretty much Royal Copenhagen anything. If you don't, you should know Royal Copenhagen like you know Tiffany's. Royal Copenhagen anything has a good sell-through rate, and this is a set. And I see different dates on, so 1971 through 2002, and they sold for $475. Not too shabby. Those are pretty cool, actually. Royal Copenhagen is a name to look for in anything, in any kind of thing. Here's a Corningware porcelain promo Navy War Watchman. Cupid dolls. $4.99 for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Here is another coffee, Death Wish coffee mug. Here's a set of 30 vintage USA. These look very similar to my one that I showed you. Nope, they're not. They have one stripe on them, and let's see what Victor. Does it say that Victor USA green striped? That's a sweet deal. 30 of them for $4.99 for $499. That was not cheap. See, I like this right here. I like the weird stuff. Those were not cheap to ship, but none of these are. And that's another thing to talk about, to make sure that you're doing your comps and make sure that it's worth shipping, correct? Mackenzie Childs. If you guys don't know Mackenzie Childs' name, you need to know Mackenzie Childs' name because she sells more than just mugs. And she has, we'll see some more in here, but Mackenzie Child has very distinctive patterns. And this one right here is a pansy pattern. A lot of Mackenzie Child stuff is black and white. It's very distinctive once you get to know who she is. Let's just do this. Here's your extra special bolo for those of you that don't know Mackenzie Childs. And her items go for a lot of money. She's very highly collected. See the black and white checks, Sonoma, Mackenzie Childs. She does a lot of collabs. She's got a very distinctive, the black and white, blue and white, yellow and brown. She's very distinctive. So if you don't know, hi JB, how are you doing? JGB, I know who you are, but I got it wrong. Right after the launch of the Professor Savage merch. So when are we getting I like the weird stuff merch? I'm gonna work on it this week. I'm gonna mess around and see what I can do and get some stuff. So maybe if I don't have it for next week's live, I'll have it the week after. I have to go through. I got to get with Courtney, and you sold a cat dish of hers. Yeah. Mackenzie Child is a name to know, not just for mugs, but back to mugs. $495. I may well have been tempted to sell those singularly, and they're ceramic terracotta. I was schooled the other day, or so they thought, by somebody who told me a terracotta folk art chicken that I had listed was not terracotta because terracotta is red. There's many different shades of terracotta, and I pulled up an article on Google and sent it back to them, and I never heard from them again. Don't let people bully you. All right. Green Ming as in Ming Dynasty Dragon. Green Ming Dragon by Myson. Myson is also a name to know. And you'll see it over and over and over again. Let's see if it has a good imprint on the bottom to show us. That's their mark. He had 3. Sold 2. White Whale Limited. Ooh, I like that. That's cool. Myson is a name to know. More Hermes. Apparently that one's popular. Large Villeroy and Bach. Well, we're not doing teacups, but Villeroy and Bach is a name to know. Arabia, Finland, exclusive 2000 Millennium Mug. Moomin, free shipping. Moomin. Westwood. Hermes again. Hermes again. New Hermes. Tiffany. Here, Bucky's hand thrown. 2014. I wonder what that actually sold for. Let's check that out. First time I've heard Myson outside of Stupidly Delicate Figures, right? It's funny because all of these big named Ralph Lauren, Hermes, all of these guys, they all have, it's not just clothing and bags and stuff like that. Oops, shoot. Of course. That's what I get for talking. Let's see what this really sold for. Those of you that $200. So if you live somewhere, is Buc-ee's is like in Texas and Arizona, am I correct? Sometimes helpful people get excited when they think they know something. They do, Jeremy. They do. They do. 100%. Dior, Christian Dior, 100%. How you doing, Tooch Man? Christian Dior, Ralph Lauren. Like I said, I put a whole list and I could have gone on. So I guess you guys, those of you that live in the area, well, I guess they could be anywhere, right? Because people travel and they get these. So there you go. There's a Buc-ee's. That's in really nice shape. That's actually a very pretty mug. Sold for $200. Can't beat that. Let's see. I should have done that at the beginning, but I didn't. Vintage Onion River Pottery by Frank Lloyd Wright. Do I need to go any further? Do you people, do all of you people, even the people watching this after play, know who Frank Lloyd Wright is? One of the most amazing architects ever. And he didn't just do buildings, he did everything. Anyway, I love Frank Lloyd Wright, and I have, I believe, all of the books he's ever written that I bought at an estate sale of an architect. What do you know about that? I need to get them listed someday, but right now they're mine. So blind vintage. Wow, blind onion is a pizza place here. Vintage Onion River Pottery. Something to keep an eye out for. Mickey Mantle's Country Cooking Restaurant Red Cream Mug. We are pretty sure those. Let's keep going down here. Okay. These are for Fire King, and I want to talk about Fire King and I don't need to pull up a bunch of them. This, do you see the handle on here? This is probably isn't the best one. Fire King mugs are kind of rated on by the kind of handle they have. This is a D handle. It looks like a D, kind of. That's not the best. I don't really have any Fire King. And this would be considered a C handle because that handle looks kind of like a C. So this one that I was just showing you, and you'll see as we go down further that that's a huge collection of just different Fire King and whatnot. That, here we go. Here we go. The different handles, these are amazing because they still have the stickers on them. So this is a D handle. That's what that's called. And they will refer to those handles. And the handles make the difference in the price of the mugs because it has to do with the age of the mug. So you have the D handle. Do you have one of those Frank Lloyd Wright mugs waiting for a mate? Are you waiting? Are you keeping it? Because if you're not, you could sell it. I wouldn't wait for a mate. I'd just sell it like that. Those are cool. I love Frank Lloyd Wright. All right, Jadeite, Fire King. There's only two Jadeites that glow. One of them is Jeanette. I can never remember the other one. Jadeite, which Jadeite glows? McKee. That's what it is. McKee or Jeanette. Those are the two jadeites that glow. The rest of them do not glow. So keep that in mind. When you find McKee pottery and you find Jeannette, Jeannette, those two potteries glow. Those two jadeite potteries, glass, glow. None of the rest of them glow. All right. So let's get out of that. Keep that in mind. Death Wish Coffee Headless Horseman mug and a shot glass. Oh, that's kind of cool. So keep that in mind when you're looking at jadeite. Probably solid. I really want a pair though. Can't say I blame you. What's going to be? It's going to be in New York. What? What did I miss? I'll have to come back and watch. Oh, about Buc-ee's. Okay. Here you have 4 vintage Fire King ovenware ivory cream. I have some of these not in storage. I personally have these. They're still in boxes that I haven't opened from my kitchen because my kitchen's not done. Corning porcelain coffee cups. Corning did a lot of porcelain. Corning does most of the porcelain and whatnot for the medical industry. So these are 3U Company, Yellowstone, Casper, Wyoming. So this was an oil drilling company. 3U Company Oil Gas. Hey, what do you know about that? So these look like more like the tea glasses that would go with the Japanese tea set. So you would pour the tea in there and hold them in your hands, and that was one way to get your hands warm. Those are cool. But the Corning porcelain is well known to be used in a lot of the medical and science research stuff. All right, here we go, you guys. We're going to look this up, but I've seen her over and over again, and I know better. We all know. We don't want to believe it, but we know. Pioneer Woman stuff sells. I have told you guys this over and over and over again. The vintage stuff sells. The stuff that's in Walmart right now will sell eventually too, because they only make so much of it, and then they come out with a new pattern. So, oh crap, I did it again. So if you have a Wally World near you, it's maybe not a bad idea to go $225 for 2 of these. Hi, Marie. Give that guy a hug for me. It's Justin Perlette's birthday today. Not quite 50. That'll be next year. Anyway, so you guys keep your eyes open for these. Are called, I feel like 4. She's got a set of 4. So that's what they look like. Somebody else has just the yellow one listed by itself. And I don't remember if it sold, but I mean, these were used. Somebody loved them and used them. They're cute mugs. Pioneer Woman, Port Marion. There's those. Here's a newer Pioneer, right? Woman, right? Keep your eyes open for the Pioneer. You're welcome, my friend. I'd sing to you, but I would lose all my subscribers. Pioneer Woman. Keep that in mind. You're going to see her over and over again. Here's more Lenox, more Hermes, Williams Sonoma. It just goes on and on and on. This is called Hornsia, and they're made in England, and they're really cool. There's another one. See these ones right here? Don't let me forget to talk about those. All right. These kind of remind me of the Japanese otaguri mugs. Aren't those gorgeous? Because the otaguri mugs will be 3D-ish like these. Anyway, let's see what they're not gonna show us. Let's see what the bottom looks like so that you guys can look for them, okay? Pretty much anytime you see any kind of pottery that has England on the bottom of it, it would be my suggestion highly to look them up. But the heck, I'm gonna go back in here. I know I'll see those mugs again, but since they're here, right here, I want to show you. This is a thing. These are a thing. These are Hornsia mugs too, but they're mermaid coffee mugs, and you will see them in different styles, and they are amazing, and they consistently sell for this kind of money. We'll see some in a minute that are even cooler than this as we're going down here. Here's some more Royal Copenhagen. I talked about Royal Copenhagen. I will talk about Royal Copenhagen in pretty much as often as I can, because Royal Copenhagen makes figurines. They make dishes. There isn't pretty much anything that doesn't come Royal Copenhagen. More Royal Copenhagen. Peter's Pottery. You will find, here's another Death Wish 14-ounce ceramic mug, set of 36. All right, here's some Disney ones that I would pick up. These are Disney's Disney World 50th anniversary Starbucks. These are tiny. Actually, I have some in storage from last year, and they're in storage because that's where they are for now. I may bring them to Whatnot. So you guys, if you're not on Whatnot, there's a link down below. You can get $10 to shop if you sign up. This is the Been There series. These are tiny. They're like an espresso size. If you see these, you might want to pick them up. I went to an estate sale. Laura was there. Laura Caldwell was there, as a matter of fact, too. There was a lot of Rosenthal stuff, which Rosenthal also made mugs. But the person was a huge collector of mid-century modern everything, but they had a whole room, probably the size of this room that I'm in, that was just Starbucks stuff. And nobody was buying it because they were all interested in all the rest of the stuff. And so I got it for a song. But you'll see here, You Are Here, Disneyland, Disney World 50th anniversary. These are collabs with Starbucks, Been There series. So Tiffany & Co., Death Wish. Heath Ceramics. This is Crown Staffordshire. That should be one word. That's not a mug. Here is, okay, let's look at these. This is the C handle, just so that you have an idea. If you don't know. Hi, Jan. Tried to trade a few for peanut butter cups. What did you try to trade? Yeah, all those pens that I spent a good amount of time on my hands and knees scooping up. There's your C handle. Looks like that, right? The D handle is more sought after because As you can see, the C handle is more sturdy and the D handle breaks easier. I should have just done that, but it's too late now. I don't want to sort through all of. Here's more, a whole lot of Fire King. Sevres, France, Swan, Coffee Cup. This is interesting. I don't remember seeing this, but that means nothing. Coffee cup, mug, biscuit, bisque, porcelain. Okay, bisque means someone sent Jan another huge box of pens. Well, that was nice of them. Wasn't me. Was it you, Doug? Doug, that's something that you can do. Okay, bisque, porcelain. Bisque porcelain is not got a glaze on it. They did not glaze it. It's very rough, so to speak. And it's very porous. So unless the inside of this thing, which it is glazed, which it looks like, this is not something that you can use. And then every time you wash this and you get this bisque wet, you have the chance, even though it's been fired, it's going to be that much easier for it to break. So keep that in mind when you will see a lot of bisque Christmas ornaments, porcelain bisque, that just aren't glazed. If they have a shiny look to them, then they've been glazed. If they are very matte and have a weird texture to them, they have not been glazed. So they were poured into the molds. They were taken out of the molds as greenware. They were cleaned up. They were fired once. That's what a bisque is. And the bisque can be the same in ceramics. Lots of times you will see a ceramic bisque piece for sale that's unpainted. And when you go to the thrift store or garage sales or whatever of somebody who did this kind of stuff, you will see a lot of unfinished bisque ceramic pieces, and people love those because they can paint them. It's easier for them to paint them however they want to. Does that make sense? Okay. Right here. This was a good sale. I believe, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that Homer Laughlin was the original maker of the smiley face mug. Vintage. This is vintage Fire King, so it's going to be milk glass. Down here is milk glass. Oh, that's not doing anything. That's weird. There we go. Fire King. And I also believe that they will come after you if you, here we go. If you, I'm just trying to remember. She's in Colorado. Oh man. Somebody help me. Yvonne Thrift. Wow. I must need to go to bed. Yvonne Thrifty Rich, an amazing gal, and she collects the smiley mugs. And I know Telefloral did a lot of them, but I believe that Homer Laughlin was the first person to bring these out. And if you say Homer, see Telefloral, here's one. McCoy Pottery. Maybe it was McCoy. I don't remember. Whoever it was that was the original, we could look it up real quick. We'll come after you if you use their name on one that isn't. Does that make sense? All right. Williams Sonoma. These are cool. You guys seen these? I think it's got the bowls. These Kimberly mugs sell very well too. That's the brand, or that's the style. The Kimberly diamond mugs right there. That's got to be Fire King Diamond. Harlequin mugs and chili bowls. It's kind of an odd way to set them up, but there you go. That set sold for $299.99 Canadian, $223.28 American. Right done, Caro. Some of the Starbucks mugs, the Global Icon mugs, are still worth quite a bit of money. But like I said before, here's the Jeanette Pink Cherry Blossom for $229. We saw when we were looking for the listed ones. We saw them. Here's a Hermes Destination mug. If you're, these are interesting. Buy the weird stuff. I cannot tell you enough. When you see something like this, it's probably worth some money. Check it out. Look at it. Alessi, France, Italy, England. Right? Was that for one? Hang on a second here. 4. Okay. Le Creuset and Harry Potter. Le Creuset anything is a bolo, if you don't know. And if you didn't know, you do now. This is the whole set of 4 Le Creuset. $199 plus shipping. Crate and Barrel, Starbucks Japan, of course. These ones right here, I see these all the time. I didn't realize. I just kind of quit looking at mugs. All right, you guys pay attention here. This brand, Mary Mecco, and then the Unico. I don't know. I know I'm butchering that. Unico probably. But these they have plates that go with them. These are uber sought after. Like you will consistently see sales for these, and they consistently sell for a large amount of money. I love this one right up here that has brown in it. Mary Mecco. I'm just staying out of the whole chat. You're never going to find a Le Creuset Dutch oven for $10, so just get over it. And that's about as nice as I can be about that. I'll let you know when we have an estate sale for my mom if I have one. But that won't be for a while because she's only 80. Anthropology. Some Anthropology stuff does sell well. Some doesn't. You just have to look it up. Pyrex. Here's a Pokemon Center Original Kalita coffee grinder dripper and mug. They probably sold each thing differently. This is very cute. Orange Blossom and Marmalade Strawberry Shortcake Anchor Hawking Milk Glass Mugs. We see these milk glass mugs with all different kinds of designs on them. You have to look them up. You absolutely have to look them up. Some of them are worth $10 or $15. Some of them are worth a couple of $100. Just depends what they have on them and how rare they are. Here we go. Mackenzie Childs again, and it is very much so. Hi, Ruthie. I was talking about you earlier. There you go. 4 mugs. You guys consistently keep seeing this Death Wish coffee. Death Wish coffee, Death Wish coffee, which means they're out there. Cat and Roger, I talked about them in the list. Handmade potters. I would buy this. I would buy this in a hot second. That's so my colors and my styles. I love that. $201.50, 11 bids for that one of a kind Cat and Roger mug. These cups are made just a few at a time and sell out in literal minutes when they post them. Only a few times per year online. This one came from their studio in Los Angeles. Price, sticker still attached. Is that $1,200? $1,200 they paid for it. They sold it for $201. I think that says $1,200. There you go. There's another potter's name to put in your hat, right? Okay. Here's Ralph Lauren. I think that's very fanciful for Ralph Lauren. Ray Dunn, the typewriter, when you see Ray Dunn like this, it's the older style that's actually worth more money, that looks like it was written on a typewriter. And let's see if they show the bottom. Ray Dunn by Magenta. Really want the older, that's an older Ray Dunn, and there's different styles. That's something that you have to take a deep dive into and learn. These are all newer. Ray Dunn can be worth some big money. Sorry, you guys. Here's a Vicodin cup. This one right here too. I've seen a few of these. Should have picked them up. Wished I had. Anybody got a Silicon Valley Bank mug? They sold theirs for $200. Sell mugs, not drugs. That's right. Dansk can go. That's the designer Niels Refsgaard. Dansk can go for some pretty good money. The older Dansk. Here's one of those Marimekko mugs again, and Marimekko doesn't just make them in the flowers. Let's see. I can't remember. Here's a Fiesta Ware cup. Okay, remember I told you about the glass mugs at the beginning, the double wall glass mugs. This is a 12-ounce double-walled insulated glass coffee mug set of 2. So keep your eyes open for those. Lava Aza. No clue. More Tiffany. Wedgwood. Falscraft porcelain. I love my dog. 16-ounce mugs. A lot of 19. Here's Marimekko again. Remember Marimekko right here. Marimekko right here. You're gonna M.A. Hadley. You'll see lots of different ones from M.A. Hadley. Here's some more Marimekko. You gotta know the name, Marimekko. If you see that name, score and tag me and send me a picture. Here's more of the mermaid ones. But like I said, all of these mugs, there's your Captain Crunch one. Doug, are you still in here? Doug. Front and center, mister. There you go, right there, $199. Anchor Hawking Fire King Red Captain Crunch cereals vintage coffee cup mugs. Keep your eyes open for that one. Any of those. Burger King. Kind of like the McDonald's. M.A. Hadley again. M.A. Hadley is known for, let's see if we can get this to open, the animals. The last ones that we looked at, I didn't pull it open, but it had turtles on it. These ones are, I actually have this M.A. Hadley cow platter. She is from Pennsylvania, I think. Let's see if it shows M.A. Hadley. That's all. My husband says no more mugs. If you only knew. Put them in boxes under the bed. He'll never know. I'm horrible. I have, let's keep your eyes open for these. I have a big one listed. I'm trying to think I'm trying to think where in the heck is she at? I want to say she's in Pennsylvania. I have a cow one, a big platter listed, and I won't come down on my price. I don't see. I was hoping that something right here would reach out. And Hadley Pottery is discontinued. Yeah, they don't make it anymore. So if you see these, that's why it sells for so much, and that's why I won't. Maybe I sold mine. I don't remember. I don't think I might have. But if you see, it's kind of like, she's kind of like has her own style, very similar to Mackenzie Child. Once you see these styles, they're very easy to spot. You'll see it and you'll go, oh, I've seen that somewhere before. This is on replacements. So Louisville, Kentucky, that's where they're from. All right. M.A. Hadley. Keep her in your. That's really a washed out picture. Even though her stuff is washed out, it's not that washed out. It's more vivid than that. Henri Bendel, I talked about him earlier. Here's another Mary Mecco. I got to see what that was about. Sorry, you guys. Somebody wanting to know about nylons that I have listed. I have a ton of. Oh, how nice. I sold this doll. You guys, help me out here. It's one of the ugliest dolls. It's uglier than Cabbage Patch. Anne Calaco Designs, Dakin and Company, Squeaky Cheeks doll, Levy. I have her sister with blonde hair, and the lady that bought it just sent me a message, said, thank you, got the doll today, and I love it. We all need more customers like that. All right. Yeah, pretty ugly. There's just no. there's no. That's one of those dolls that your mother gave to you and it scared you from having dolls for the rest of your life. Kind of like clowns, huh, Doug? Lenox Village porcelain, anything. Lenox Village. Here's what they're. If you guys are familiar with the Lenox spice sets, the Lenox Village spice sets, and they also have, that one doesn't have it. They also have a holder. Well, they also make mugs, and they sell for very well also. So if you see these, or if you see the Lenox Village spice sets, my suggestion is to see what the price is, and if it's a good price, pick it up because they sell well. I like these This is the first Tiffany mugs I've seen that I really liked. Their robot. What is that? Robots and Nutcrackers. Very interesting. 2018, it says on the bottom there. More M.A. Hadley. So here we go. Here we go. I love this colorway. This will bring up a few more of them. Aren't those pretty? That is so 70s right there. It's not even funny. I bet coffee shop mugs, espresso drive-through, and restaurant mugs. Don't forget the pharmaceutical ones, Ruthie. You missed that whole section. You'll have to go back. There's links in the description, or there's links in the chat for a couple of places that I went to. Keep your eyes open for these. I've bought several sets, and the ones that I bought were the first set I bought. I'd never seen them before. So it's been a while. And they had gotten them for their wedding, and they used them all the time. She washed them by hand. They look like they'd never been used. These are really very pretty, and they're highly collectible. I've never seen this colorway before. Like I said, that means nothing. Those are really, really pretty. I don't know what I have a feeling that they took a really crappy offer, and that kind of breaks my heart because those are hard to find. 142. Okay, all right. They took $7 off. That's not too shabby. I'm not mad at them now. Anything that's odd in stoneware. Here's more of the Irish coffee, the footed Irish coffee. These are plasma ball drink. They're glasses, so we're not even going to talk about them. So Franciscan ware. Lucille Ball made these popular because these are the dishes that she had on her show, and they are actually California pottery, which California pottery is any pottery that was made in California during a certain time, and there are books and books and books and books on them. They don't even know how many different potters there were in California. That's what the bottom looks like, made in California. So it doesn't say California. It was just vintage made in California, aka California pottery. So a lot of pottery that you may see that says California, it may not have much of anything else other than a name on it, and you may be able to. I know, don't let Dom see those. I know, I was thinking that same thing when I saw him too. There are some amazing pieces that are California pottery, period, and you're going to see the same thing in mugs, and here's more. A lot of styles like this. So keep your eyes open for California pottery. That's a more vintage one. Here we go. Is that Jeanette? No. 2 very rare block letters, Fire King, extra heavy, jadeite, C handles. Boys, somebody really wants those. Got all kinds of keywords in there. Campbell Art Pottery, Bill Campbell. So, did we get to one? Here's another Mackenzie Child reserve listing for somebody. Did we get to the Ember Peanuts? Anything Peanuts. Peanuts is so big right now. It's always been big, but it's very highly. I'm not delving into all the different brands, you guys. Holt Howard again. Holt Howard also. No. I love these. I would have picked these up and I would have kept them there. This is like mine. Is this Holt Howard? I don't think so. Same style, huh? It's my grandfather's mug. Let's see if they've got, nope, not quite. There we go. Oh, those are cool. Those are really cool. Atomic Sun coffee cup, set of 5. Please tell me they should have gotten way more money than 150 and they took an offer. This is how much did it, how low can they go? Oh man, I did it. $115 for all 5 of them. I'd sell one of them for $115, or at least try to. Here's more of Mackenzie Child, Arabia of Fiddlin'. That's like the second or third time I've seen them. Hazel Atlas is another. You got Anchor Hawking, Hazel Atlas, Pyrex, Fire King. Did I name them all? All the old ones? Let's see. Those are the important old ones. Pyrex, I think I said that. Here we go. This is what I wanted. I did talk about Ember. These are pretty well sought after. And Angie from Angie Resales, she said that they bought her, I'm pretty sure it was her, they bought her mother one of these, and they have a really good warranty anyway. I don't know if she wore it out or did whatever, had to replace it, but the company was really good, and she got another one. I think it was Angie. I could be wrong. But these are amazing. You will receive 2 black 10-ounce Ember mugs and 1 charging coaster base, as well as 1 cord and 1 original box with paperwork. The base will charge both mugs. Some of these are the base is Wi-Fi, and you can control the temperature with your smartphone. Smart mug, yep. I would love to have one of those, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. So anyway, if you see, hey, Bob, is Bob in here? Is she? Are you here, Bob? Hello. I'm so glad you at least said hi. Hello. I love you. I hope your mouth is feeling okay. Thanks for popping in. Made my day. Elucid lamp. Could go right up there with the, here's another Ember. Now we're getting into them. 145, you guys. What was that other one? Probably similar price-wise. This, I wouldn't mind having this. I love Bewitched. This is Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie were probably 2 of my favorite shows when I was a kid. She has the original. Oh man, somebody put tape on it. They should be shot. I love the fact that she's got it on a fuzzy blue. Going back to childhood, to the memories, right? More Pioneer Woman. So there you have it, you guys. Which Darren was your favorite? I didn't like Darren at all. I like Tabitha and why can I think of her name? Samantha, right? Is that right? Is that what her name was? Does it say on here? Elizabeth Montgomery, but that's not who she... Wasn't her name Samantha? I'm sure it was. I could be wrong. Sabrina. Box Sabrina Witch. And Dora was your favorite. Mouth is great. Leg not bad. Ibuprofen at the moment, just really sleepy. Then go sleep. Go sleep. Thank you for saying hi. And Dora. Was Endora her mother? Wasn't she the stepmother? She was. Sabrina was her evil twin. Yeah, that's what I thought. Sabrina was the bad girl. All right. That's enough of that. I've had enough of that. So you guys can go in and search all the collars, all the different brands, that kind of stuff. I'm just doing a generic of the things that maybe you will see and keep an eye out for. If you see an odd looking mug, what is it? Buy the weird stuff. Serena. Ha ha. You right. You are so right. She hated all the Darrens. Serena, for sure. That's it. I need to get out of this. I keep looking at these mugs. I'm mugged out at the moment. Jan is the bird brooding her eggs. Oh, Jan found some cardinal eggs out on her property. I don't buy the weird stuff. I buy stuff that nobody wants. Mike, that's such a lie. Jan, did you see the mics here? Hola. You need a game camera to put so that you can watch them. We had 2 or 3 years in a row, but at the farm we had an owl that had a nest, and my brother and nephew built a thing in the corner. It's in one of my videos, and they took a 50-gallon plastic drum, and cut a hole in the top of it and put hay and stuff in there, and the owl laid the eggs in there. My brother put a game cam up there, and so that everybody could watch them hatch. It was pretty cool. Anyway, so all right, you guys, that gives you something else to look for, something else to think about. And next week, we are going to talk about barware. And it's funny, it couldn't have waited till next week, but I just got to open this up so you guys can't see the address. I just sold these 4 glasses for $90 and some, no, almost $100 shipped. These are Culver. See how it says Culver down there on the bottom? You will, let's see if I can get a better picture of that. Maybe not. I have a set of 12. That's really weird. There we go. This one has it. I can get better. Oh, or it doesn't. See, Culver Ltd. Copyright Culver Ltd. Almost all Culver glasses. I have another set listed of these that are the on the rocks. They're the, you loved Dark Shadows too. Yeah. That's a good one. So next week we are going to talk about barware. We're going to talk about glasses. We're going to talk about the wire racks that they came in. We're going to talk about swizzle sticks and that kind of stuff. And that'll just kind of take care of all of that. Glassy, some stuff that you guys are going to start seeing a lot of, because in our area, we always have tons of estate sales, but estate sales and garage sales are starting to ramp up again and all over the world, right? So next week, we're going to talk about barware. And there is that's a huge category. So I'm going to try to dumb it down to my level and then share it with you guys. And I'm not calling anybody dumb, but I mean, it's just a huge, you know, I'm going to go off on side tangents here and there as we're talking about stuff, but I always have, how many did I have this week? 1, 2, 3. Somebody kicked you off the TV to watch the playoffs? What? That's all right. All right, you guys, have an amazing weekend. I'm going to do my best to not go and do sourcing. I will be seeing you on Whatnot if you're there. I think my oldest son is going to help me, and we are going to be hitting Whatnot hard because I have a couple storage units I want gone. And that's where that's going to happen. Love y'all. Have a great weekend. Thanks for coming.